And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Trailblazers?
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Springer in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Anderson looking it over. And it's Thibault in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Here's Pritchard. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Springer, defended by Thibault. Puts it up from 15, and that's good for 2.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him out.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Tatum with it. Now Henderson defending. Horford the pass to Springer. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Thibault for 3. Horford with the rebound.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Sharps checked in for Matisse Thybulle.
Team foul. Blazers substitution.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Jaden Sharp.
Williams against Tatum. Fires from 18. They get it again. Pass to Pritchard. Had a hand on it. And oh, here we go with Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Celtics trail by 4. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Horford. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And Sharp has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for it. Good work defensively by Horford. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Hauser misses. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Playing the screen for Sharp. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
And here's Henderson. 10 points for him. And then Henderson with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. You know, DB, I imagine anyone could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And stolen by Ayton. Takes it inside, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And no one questions Sharp's ability to put the defender in some impossible positions.
And Sharp drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Simons with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Simons kicks to Avdia. Shoots from the right block. Rebound Boston. Outside White. Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's good from long range. Tatum's got 11.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Ayton a screen on Holiday. Simons the pass to Ayton. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Richard comes in for Jrue Holiday. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Ayton a screen. Here's Simons. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Over in the corner, Brown. From the baseline. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. The kick out to Simons. Grant outside. Porzingis with the steal. White with it. He has 5. This one for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Avdia, a screen on White. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Using that solid build, Deni Avdia, first you set a good screen, then you navigate to open space. Nice job.
Outside, White. Porzingis against Simon. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Porzingis.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is checked in. There's 1:59 left in the first half of the game. Here's Sharp. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
A 3 from Porzingis. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Avdia gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Celtics trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here he goes. And finished off by Avdia.
Wow, Avdia quick to the cup. What a finish.
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Porzingis against Avdia. Here's Brown. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 7 points for Jaylen Brown.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Simons surveying the D. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to be Simons shooting. That's on Jaylen Brown. So for the Trailblazers. Clinging, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Williams comes in for Avdia. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shaedon Sharp. Here's White. No good on the 3.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside, Simon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I love when Simons puts it on the deck. So crafty off the bounce.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's White. The shot will not fall. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
For 3, Henderson. That one, no good. And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league. Quite the list. I just hope we can make it through this segment without an injury.
Don't worry, Ernie. My back. Oh, that's so corny. Whatever.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Celtics.
One thing that stands out to me, guys, is the disparity in free throws. They need a new recipe for getting to the line.
Yeah, fewer jumpers, more driving to the hoop, more touches down low.
Cooking up some Shaq stew.
Stay out my kitchen, Ernie.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Scoot Henderson. What a contribution.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Tatum. Tatum's gone even, 50% from the field, 5 of 10. And we all hear talk about Jrue Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Henderson against Holiday. Outside White. Outside Tatum. From the arc, Tatum from 3.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Ayton wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Ayton's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside White. Holiday sets the pick for White. From outside the arc, Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Henderson. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Celtics trail by 12. Outside White. Tatum on the wing. Great job by Tatum in close. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Henderson attacking. And then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
So it's the Celtics now. Outside Holiday. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
What you love about Jrue Holiday is this understated toughness. You know he's going to give you great effort and intensity nightly.
There's the pick. Sharp on the wing. No good from outside. Boston trailing. Tatum kicks to Brown. Outside Holiday. Outside White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. White's got 8 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Avdia, a screen on White. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. And that one drops for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Let's remember, Avdia is 6'9", which means he is quite capable of being effective in the painted area.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to White. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the inside. And stolen by Tatum. Outside, White. And the Celtics another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Ayton the screen. Henderson with it. Out-guarded by Porzingis. And he makes that one.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Boston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Holiday against Henderson. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Henderson attacking. And then Henderson with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, Portland. Porzingis finds Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. And another miss by Boston. Trailblazers leading by 9. Now Simon. He's got 9. Here's Kamare. Back to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Here's Klingon. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Count the basket.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
For Portland, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. To the paint. And it's Williams finishing it off.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Pritchard passes to Brown. 11 feet away. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Feibel. Pass to Klingon. Now, here's Feibel, guarded by Holiday. Now, here's Feibel. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Horford in for Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 9. Pritchard passes to Keita. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The shot's good from Simons. Simons has got 11. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Clingan with the steal. The numbers in their favor. Grant goes in. Count it. Good. Grant's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Simons. It's his first trip to the line.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
He hits both from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here is Simons. He's got 11. From deep, Williams. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 11. There's Brown with the 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Simons. Double team on Williams. Grant gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Grant's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pritchard passes to Brown. Five to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Jeremy Grant. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if
where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Portland needs to get off a shot, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for Portland. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And it's Simons missing. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Tatum. There's the three. Wow! Tatum stretching his range.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Oh, crafty play by Simons, working the pick and roll to perfection.
Boston shooting 43% for the game. Here's Pritchard, covered by Simons. And the shot goes in.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Portland leading by 13. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
So it's Boston now. Here's Pritchard. For three. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Thibault kicks to Simons. And he makes good on the layup. Simons has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ayton, he's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Robert Williams. Shaden Sharp's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simons. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Henderson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Holiday against Sharp. Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded. Tatum, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
There's a screen. Henderson kicks to Grant, and stolen by Horford. Here's Queta. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Denny Avdia picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Portland leading by 13. Driving to the basket. Sharp, that's good.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down low, and he jams it with authority.
That is a monster jam. He's got some power to his game, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, Greg. Defense, Clark just a second too late to block his path. Avdia, Ayton attacking. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Al Horford. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson with it. And it's blocked by Brown.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Tatum with a screen on Avdia. Shot from the wing. Henderson pulls it in.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Outside, Porzingis lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time. Trailblazers leading by 11. Pass to Avdia. Screened by Grant. With some arc. Avdia can't hit.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Pritchard. Henderson defending. And Scoot Henderson. Henderson picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Derek White's checked in for Boston.
Number 9, Derek White.
And Holiday kicks to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the lead is down inside single digits.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And it's Grant in the corner. Pass to Williams. Williams double team. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
My goodness, Drew Holiday showing he still has some hops.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. 17 points was their biggest margin. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And Portland making a change here. Now Simons. Ayton a screen on Holiday. And Simons, here we go. Kicks it out to Grant. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Holiday the pass to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands. Yes, sir.
Simons against Holiday. Drives to the hoop. Oh!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam King.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum.
No good on the second free throw. Portland leading by 6. Simons on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Holiday against Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And this
This is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul, fifth team foul. At the line.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Williams is checked in for Portland. And there's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
The three from Tatum. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Celtics.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
No good from Grant.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his fifth assist in this one. Trailblazers leading by 4. Now here's Simons. Williams a screen on Holiday. Simons the pass to Sharp. Buries it from three-point range.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Austin's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Outside, Simons. Here's Sharp. And a miss there on the triple.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. Unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
Second team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called the Celtics. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Holiday against Henderson. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. It's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Both free throws good from Holiday. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Outside White. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And it's White missing. Fires from way outside. No good there. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Simons.
I go spin with her bestie. They hope I'm throwing. You know I can't be. I hit the club with a special dough, you ain't even know it open. I went flat broke so many times, couldn't tell cause I ain't sure. I'm such a rock star, man, it's rips and all my clothes. It's tatted, I'm responsible for your these good at in there thug and think they're tough. I'm sitting first class with my bag, they saying I smell funny. Killing the game is all on. My young shaking some. 10K that's play money. I buy your base some. I spread some in blue hunt look like I'm neighbor. I'll be back in the morning. Tell me how much you want it. You know these bags are strong. You break, you buy, you bust it open. They hang up posters where the reward my swag was stolen. He wanted to I put up stuff 20,000 skinny pins. I call that a Harriet Tubman. My be mad my no cat machine. I'm pop my like baby cause this outfit 3600. I fall in the club like so many be scared to touch me. Give me some get lucky. 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 Yeah, give me some get lucky. Give me some. I want your friend, your buddy. Girl, I know your no, I feel like a movie scene. Who I am, I'm thinking I'm Justin Timberlake. I tell like about all his bags going pin. I make